Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Friday, November the 6th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of our trading room. This is the address to get in. And the room is open for between 9 and 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I am live on the mic between those 2 hours. Okay, well, listen, the trade of the day, maybe certainly for the week, probably for me, was Weight Watchers. And, you know, let me just bring up a 15-minute chart on this one. So Weight Watchers, as you're probably aware of, right around here is when Oprah, or actually it might have been around here, actually it's earlier than that. Let me get on a daily chart. There we go. Right around here is when Oprah basically said that she had taken a stake in the company, she had a seat on the board, et cetera, et cetera. All sorts of excitement. It popped all the way up to almost $20, came back down, and just sort of was hanging here. And, I think everybody, of course, was waiting to see what their earnings would be like. And earnings were released yesterday after the market closed. And I don't think people were expecting great earnings or anything like that, but I'm sure they wanted to get that out of the way with. So let's just see what that looked like. Let me just got to get the pre-market and the post-market. There we go. So here's where the earnings were released. The stock closed yesterday, normal hour 1689 or so. Big pop on that earnings released all the way up to 1985, back down. And then this is this morning's action. Right around here is this morning's action. 5:30, there we go. So that's the end. So the pre-market starts right here and lots of excitement, of course. So I basically said, and in the room I was saying, this was definitely one of the ones I wanted to watch. I mean, it broken through 20. If you look at a daily chart on it, you're going to see that here is the bunch of spiked highs at around 30. So still had a long way to go if it wanted to. Certainly no chart resistance. Okay, so that's what really got me excited about getting into the play. I mean, obviously earnings are done. Don't have to worry about that anymore. It broke through 20, which was the high from a little while ago. And so I took the trade right here. Remember, this is the opening candle. I took the trade right here at 2105. Let me try to get it. Wow, that's good enough. I took it right here, and let's see. That can't be right. Just one second, please. Yeah, sorry about that. I took it on this candle actually. I waited and on the pullback, I took it on this candle here because it never did get back down to my buy. So I took it right here on this. We had the big sell-off, and then the buyers took it back up. I decided to, when it broke through 21 again, take the trade 2105. I took some out at drives me nuts. A little bit of a lag there. Took some out at 2182. I took some out at 2313, a little over $2, right around here. And I am toying with the idea of taking a little bit more. I am wanting to swing this now. I mean, obviously, I'm way in the green on this right now. 2106, 2105 actually is my entry. So I mean, I've got a lot of room to play with, and I think if it goes through the high of the day, 2356, I may take a little bit more. I may day trade that portion. I may hold on to it. It's hard for me to say exactly what I'm going to do. There's still a couple hours left in the market, so we'll have to see. But obviously, pretty encouraging. Again, $30 would be certainly a roadblock, but I think that again, Oprah's on board. It's a lot of excitement in the stock. Maybe it's finally turned the corner again. So. Obviously, great win. A lot of us in the room traded it. So, once I did that one, I really didn't have to do very much more. But I did do a couple other things. So let's take a look at what I did. Now, KHC, KHC, this was something that I did twice. I actually shorted this one. KHC, you notice here that I've got it in my alerts. Let me just find it here. KHC is right down there. And just what I'm doing right now and this is what I call my AI alert. So, with the AI channel, I didn't do too badly today. I mean, again, you're going to see these down here, and I know it's difficult, but these are obviously losers, but the idea then is that if these are big losers, then maybe start to take a look at them and just basically go the other way. Now, I know that goes against the grain. What we'd really like to see is that when it triggers, that it's going to work in the direction. But, AI doesn't exactly know what sort of day it's going to be. So it's basing a lot of it on the previous 90 days and then what happened yesterday. And it optimizes the channel. But, a lot of these just absolutely went the other way. And so that is absolutely a way to play them. Now, this one up here, is up 268. And, this CRTO actually was really, really good, and a few others in there were four trades in here. I'm going to show you the other one that I took out of actually was in the big block. But my point is this, is that what I'm doing now is I'm taking all these trades. At the end of the day, I'm taking a look at them. I'm taking a look at all the chart patterns just to see if any one of them are running into resistance or support, depending on which way they were intended to go. If they still look pretty good, then I'm writing those symbols down, and then I am creating a symbol list, and I'm putting them in the symbol list that is in here. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. I've got a symbol list I've just created called the AI watch list. And so some of those symbols now, some of the symbols from today will make it into this AI watch list so that I can monitor them the next day. I already obviously have symbols in here. I will take a look at each one of them and I will determine whether or not I want to keep them around. So what happens, basically, it's kind of a running total that will be taking place every day. Some will be deleted and some will be added. And that will be a constant happening for me. And I think this is an interesting way to use the AI alerts and monitor them the next day. So that's a long-winded way of my telling you that that's why I was still watching KHC. And at that point, KHC was right at the bottom. And so I took a look at that one and let me just back this off. And I decided I wanted to short it at, let's see, I got in at 71.73 as it was moving down, 71.73. So right down here. Obviously, I'm going to show you that it didn't quite work. I took the short right here. It did pop down, but then it popped back up, and I exited at 71.83. I got out of it quickly at 71.83, right around here. So I took a small loss here. And then I decided, you know what? This looks like not a bad little bounce play. I mean, obviously you got a lot of void on top, a lot of gap on top of this. So decided to get long it, just switched around, took the trade at 72.21. So it took the trade right here and got out some at 71, sorry, not 71, it was 72.21 and got out some at 72.45 and 72.34. So not spectacular. I mean, I actually got a little bit greedy. It actually popped up to 72.70, really hoping it might tack on some more. Didn't quite do that, but nonetheless, certainly made up for the little loss I took here on the two scalps that I got here. And now it's really doing not too much. I will continue to watch this. This was earnings, and I will continue to watch this as this does still look kind of weak, and see if it can break down through today's low sometimes next week. Trip. Now, Trip was one that, you know, Real eventually nailed it. I tried to trade this one along with him. I got stopped out. I took it at 75.07, right around here. We're going to call it right around here. But you can see how erratic it was going up and down, and I got stopped out at 74.81, probably right around this level here, and didn't really get back into it. Again, pretty erratic, but he hung tough on it, and I know he made good money on it, and probably some other people tried to follow him on it. I just found it a little bit too erratic for me to trade. The serve was an interesting one. Let's see where it is. It's right back up. Serve actually came from the I haven't been using this much, but it came on the RBI. Let me get onto a 30-minute chart. You'll see what I was looking at here. So right here, green candle, red candle, green candle. And what I liked about it is that, here was the trigger, 34.11. 34.11 is the trigger. And but we have to wait for the for the green candle, the third candle to form the pattern. We have to wait for it to close. And what was nice is that it didn't close very far away from the trigger. I mean, sometimes, if this green candle had closed way up here, it's too far away, but it was still, reasonably close to 31.19. And so I got into the trade, sorry, 34.11. So I actually got into the trade right here at 34.19. I like the fact that it was over the whole number, didn't have to worry about the whole number impeding us. Took some out here at, well, it's hard to see, but it's going to be 34.45. Fortunately, this candle right there got me out the balance, and that balance was at 34.30. Took me out on the balance, and now I see it pop back up. But I didn't expect very much. I mean, you could argue that it was going to be blocked around this level anyway. But not a bad little trade. It was relatively safe until this candle sort of wiped me out of it. And then the last trade, and this took a long time, and I am now, let's see, I'm now out of it. Yeah, put a little stop on this, so I'm now out of this trade. This came from the big block. This was one of the, just trying to drag so this came from the big block. There were five trades in there, and the trigger was actually at 35.09. Let me just bring it up, view the strategy trades on it. You're going to see that right here, um, right there at 48.09. So I'm going to click on another one first. Uh, just one second. Oh, I'm still in this. Why did I put NGA? I had a stop in at 26, but that was the wrong stock. It's not NGA, it's MGA. So I'm still in this one. But let's just now this one actually worked out very nicely too. I know why I don't have the symbol linking. Okay, the UNFI, and here was the alert at 48.05 for UNFI, and in theory this is a hold until 10 to 4. So that's a nice alert. Still 48.78, a little bit frothy, but would have been a little bit tough. I would have taken some profit. I didn't get into this one, but I did take the MGA, and I took it here. Actually took it around here at 48.19, and I was a little bit late because the alert was at 48.09. You can see there the blue means 48. Sorry, the blue means that's where the alert was triggered. I waited a bit on it and took it finally here at 48.19. Again, it's hard to see. I might have to just there, get this a little bit bigger. So at 48. Sorry, all this is being covered up, but in this level, I almost got stopped out as it came back down. In fact, I was going to get stopped out at 48.09. Again, it's hard to see on this chart, but it came to about 48.11 on the bid, and I was going to stop myself out, and luckily I didn't. So I'm still in this. I did take some out at 48.39. Again, hard to see on the chart. Took some out at 48.39. Still in it. The SPY, let's see what the SPY is doing right now. Yeah, the SPY had popped up, a little bit of pullback. It really wasn't moving that smartly with the SPY, but at this point I have no reason to get out. I'm going to hold on. This was an earnings play yesterday. It had a big collapse. You can see it closed $52, opened at 49. Big collapse down to 45, and then a rebound. Bit of a pullback again at the end of the day, and now it's trying to, perhaps recover. So this one will certainly make it onto my list. I'm going to definitely keep watching this. You notice that it was on my list. I'm going to drag it over here. It made my list, and that's another reason why I was watching it. So it's I'm still kind of learning how to use the AI channel, like we all are. One of the things I think they're going to do is you can see right here that the I have to elongate it just a little bit more. Oh no, it's right here. What they really want to do, and obviously with the way it's working right now, they can't quite do that. But They only want to see stocks in which the win percentage was at least 60% and the profit factor was a dollar nine, sorry, a 1.9. So you can see that really there have only been a couple here that would have fit the bill. In fact, only one, 60, well, this one and this one almost, that's not 1.9. This one would have made it in. Now, what Dan said is that we might still offer these ones, but just to tell you that, these are more risky. And if you click on a chart, and the chart looks good, you click on a symbol, sorry, and the chart looks good, you still might want to trade it, but these will be a little more risky. So they may make it on the list, but just to bear in mind that they're a little more risky. The ones that they think are less risky are going to be the ones that have a higher win percentage and a high profit, at least of 1.9. So I mean, again, it's still a work in progress. More columns will be added. This will be shored up. I think they still want to not have quite as many alerts, because there's still quite a few alerts to have to track. Not as many today to be sure, but still maybe a little too many for the average person. To try to figure out exactly how you want to trade this. But I would look at this and say, oh well, that's terrible. But you know what? Then try to trade it in the other direction. This is just saying that this really wants to go in the other direction. So at the beginning of the day, if you start to see a few and they're negative, well, then the next one you see, take a look at it and then see if on the chart if it looks like it's something you can trade in the other direction. I mean, there's a lot of ways to skin the cat on this one. So, and we're still all kind of learning on it. All right, that is it. Again, just watching the MGA, the Weight Watchers. Okay, I'm still going to hold on to it. I think if it went below 22, I would get rid of the balance of it. If it hangs over 22, I will still keep some and swing it. Again, I'm in a pretty good profitable position right here. So I have a nice buffer even if it goes down to 22. And I don't have as much as I had. Obviously, I've sold most of it off. All right. Wow, that's a long video today. Sorry about that. A little long-winded. Well, hope everybody has a great weekend. And again, here's how to get into the room. You can get in. Sorry, I'm live on the mic between 9 o'clock and 4 p.m. I usually stick around a little bit afterwards to answer some questions if there are any. So everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the room on Monday.